M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Go.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Ravens at 14-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. A first down carry for Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind a line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. Strike.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
They'll run with Barkley. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
19 right. Dragon 60. Tempo.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll break him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Murray now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And it's taken in at the 9. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay, ready?
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize team.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Murray now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They're going for it. It's Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Lawrence's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Barkley.
Ready.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On third down, Mixon, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to have his running. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Barkley, inside handoff. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Chris Jones on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Murray Murray going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Murray.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Murray sets to throw on fourth. That's to his running back, complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
18 runners.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Micah Parsons. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Play fake. Murray. To Mixon on the check down. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Asia, I can't pick my play, so decline that joint. All right, bet. All right, bet. Son, I can't score no more, son. Your defense is elite, son. I can't use no plays. My coordinator don't know what to do no more, son. It's crazy. I can't pick a play no more? Damn. You boys out here wilding.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, part of the watch of drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to it quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
77 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Murray completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Murray. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call...
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the